We sold our house on the edge of town and sold my business in order to start our new journey and buy 20 acres of rural, undeveloped land to try our hand at homesteading. With zero experience, we are planting, growing, harvesting, preserving, raising livestock, building our home ourselves, beekeeping, homeschooling, really everything homestead you can think of, we are trying. We invite you to come alongside us in this learning adventure. If this interests you, which I pray it does, please subscribe to our channel and do please interact with us. We can all learn from each other. Hello camper family, my name is Lee with Camphomesteadacres, and today I thought it would be fun because I have a lot of things to do today, just to have you guys hang out with me while I do it. For your sake, I did my makeup offline because I've heard comments in the past when I did a makeup get ready with me, talk with me, chat with me, catch up with me type video. Some of you weren't into that, so I did already do my makeup, but come hang out with me while I got to clean. I'm going to be going through some clothes that I got at a Goodwill bin the last time I took one of my children to the doctor's out of town. They have a Goodwill bins, and if you don't know what that is, that's all the clothing that doesn't get, well, not just clothing, but shoes, clothing, decor, whatever doesn't get sold at Goodwill. The last stitch effort to get them sold is by throwing them all in a whole bunch of bins and us rummaging through them, and you pay by the pound, which is hardly anything, but they're trying to save as much as they possibly can from going to the landfill, because that is the next step, is the landfill. Anyway, so I went to the bins and I bought a whole bunch of clothing that should fit me. I'm not going to do a try-on haul. You might see me try on a couple of things, but that's not the purpose of this video because you've already seen a couple of try-on hauls. I'm going to go through them and then I'm going to also take out some clothing that does not fit me in the closet. So we're just organizing the closet today. I'm going to be decorating the room. I got some curtains up, which I didn't film because everyone hopefully knows how to install curtain rods. But I'm going to be finally getting to decorate this room, so I'm going to be putting up some pieces on the wall, and I just want you to hang out with me for that. So if you're interested, just come hang out with me. If you like this video, please don't forget to click on the like button. It helps my small channel out, and let's hang out. Okay, so as you've seen in the previous video from this one, the walls are painted in the bedroom, and what you haven't seen yet is the beautiful curtains that I installed. So pretty. So pretty. Anywho. Oh, there's my tripod. Hi, tripod. So, yeah. Let's get in the closet. Oh, I'm going to be putting artwork right here. I can't zoom out any further than this, but this is the wall that I'm going to be putting artwork on. And T just recently started finishing the drywall mud in the hallway. He still has a couple of coats to do before this is finished, but this is where we're at with that. Also, this is really precious. This is a painting that my 8-year-old daughter painted of our one-eyed blind cat, Malachi. Isn't that precious? So cute. It's my favorite painting in the entire world, and once these walls are, that's why it's right here, once these walls are finished, that is the first thing that's going to go up. Okay, so before I go any further, I was going to be working in the closet, but then I heard my alarm go off, or a warning go off on my all-in-one washer, and we've been having some issues with it. It's not draining, so I'm having to force it to drain out the front, so I'm just going to bring you along with me with that. I always get distracted with things, and this is one of the things. I can't just stay on one project, it seems. So, yeah, I'm going to be draining this washer so that our house doesn't flood. So this is what I've been having to do to get this thing to drain. Actually, I don't know if I'm going to be able to have you guys with me on this because it's such a small space that I may not be able to maneuver around and record at the same time. But basically, I put this lid underneath the frontal drain and have it all drain in this bucket instead of it going outside because something is stuck. Either the pump isn't pumping it out or there's something stuck blocking the hole for everything to go out. So thankfully there's an alternative, but this gets a little old having to do this because it's time consuming. So now I'm going to have to do that. Don't look at how nasty the water is. Dirty clothes, living on a homestead. But I have to do this several times until the wash is complete. So I didn't mention this in the beginning, but sit back, relax, grab your favorite beverage. It's going to be a long one today. Didn't realize it in the beginning, so I didn't mention it. But yeah, we're just going to do the thing and hang out today. If you have a project to do, go ahead and do it and multitask. Just have me in your ear and we can hang out and get things done together. Okay, so this big pile right here is the pile that I got from the Goodwill bins. So this is the pile that I'm going to be going through. So it's all of this, and all of this. I don't know if you could see it. So I got some really good stuff and I'm excited to go through them again. And then, like I said, filter through the clothes that don't fit me any longer. So I'm going to be taking stuff out and putting stuff up. I might show you some things every now and again, but I don't know if I'm going to show you everything that I got. I think I'm going to go through the stuff that I'm going to be taking out first, or I'm not going to have any room for some of this stuff. Don't think I'll wear this. It's really pretty. This might be I like it so much that it might just go into a bin for me to recycle, meaning when I get bored of these clothes, I don't like to give away everything, donate everything, because I also want to save money. So I'll put this away, forget about it in a bin in the storage, and then when I am tired of these clothes, I'll do the same thing. I'll filter through, I'll rotate through the clothes. So I am going to be donating a lot of this stuff, but some stuff I am going to be saving to rotate. This is one of them, so I need to make piles. One for one. I'm going to take one out and add one back in. Okay. I don't know, knit is actually back in. I do feel led to tell you that I did filter through more of the clothes than what you see in this video. I'm also to this day continually filtering through the clothes. It takes a lot out of me mentally and physically to go through some items, because some items I want to try on and see how they are looking on my new body before I make a decision if I want to keep, donate, or sell. So it is very time consuming, and it does take a lot out of me mentally. So just know that, yes, you might see, or in your opinion, I have a lot of clothing, but I am currently, it's a work in progress. When time allows, which time is very minimal, especially now that the weather is getting nicer, when time allows, 5 minutes here and there, I do take the time to filter out more of my clothing that I either will not wear or no longer fits me in my new body. I think I'm going to sell this one. It's Express. I really liked this sweater at the bins when I seen it, but after washing it and taking a closer look at it, it's very heavy. It's a weird texture. It's kind of itchy, scratchy. I don't think I would be comfortable in it, so I don't think I would ever pull for it. And therefore, that's why I decided to sell it. This sweater I'm showing you is a Michael Kors sweater. I'm always excited to see and find name brands at the bins. Now, I've never seen anything high-end designer like Louis Vuitton or anything like that, but it's always fun to find anything of any kind of value because I live on a budget, you know what I mean? So I'm bougie on a budget, and that's how I love it. Am I right? Does this remind you of Dirty Dancing, her pants in that movie? Do you agree? Do you agree? What doings? No, I don't want you to jump on me. Oh, okay, let's go. Nope, let's go. I had to stop and let her go potty and check on the kids and stuff, but now I'm right back to it. I was confused on these jeans because they were 3 sizes too big, and I didn't understand why I got them. And they are super loose fitting, but they were comfortable, and I really liked the pockets. I don't know, they were unique looking, so I decided to keep them for now, but I'm going to use the 6-month rule, and if I never pull for them in 6 months, they're going to go. Gonna have to try this on. It's an XL, which I'm not in, so it depends on how it looks, but I bought it because I have a jacket, not in this closet, it's in storage, a jacket with this exact pattern, and I thought that would be like a peacoat jacket. I thought that would be perfect to wear with it. Super soft, but it's way too big, so I'm going to see if it'll work. Okay, so this is the stuff that is getting out of here, and then I will pan around to show you the closet. Also, this is the stuff that I'm going to sell. So just 3 pieces. These 2 are Express, and this was, I did buy this for me. I bought all of this for me, but I think that this is going to be too uncomfortable. And then I got this exact pair of pants in gray, which I feel like I'll wear more in Express also at the bins. And then this shirt just didn't fit and will not ever fit. I will never get that thin. So I'm going to be selling these on my Poshmark. If you're interested in any of the clothing that I do list or get rid of, I do donate a lot of stuff, but the things that I have for sale, I will link my Poshmark in the description box below if you're interested to see if any of those items are still available. Okay, so now I'm going to give you a quick pan, and then I'm going to stop for lunch, which I'm not going to bring you along for. I'm going to be making my kids lunch. I wish this lens could zoom out a little bit more, but I'm not on my phone, I'm on my camera. And then I recently put in this carpet, and then soon we will be getting floors up here. We're almost to that stage, but just not yet. So here we are. Okay, so since you guys are hanging out with me today, which I'm excited about, we've never done this before, before I make the kids lunch, I'm going to do the washing machine again for the second rinse cycle, and I'm going to be letting the girls out since the frost on the grass has finally dissipated. So come along with me for that. It's so crazy because yesterday there was literal snow on the ground. And now it is such a beautiful, like, start of spring day. Don't really know when exactly spring starts. I think it's sometime in March. But man, the birds are chirping. The sun is out. I'm not wearing a winter coat. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. Now we're gonna let these girls enjoy it because they've been cooped up in their pen for a week or so. So let's let these girls out, see how happy they get. The grass is starting to grow a little bit, but not enough. Look at that cutie. Just relaxing. Just relaxing. My husband is starting to build the garden again. So he is doing the raised beds over here. Currently I hear him talking though, so he might be not actually working.
She made a stand. Like, no, I'm not doing that. We're not going to hang out like that until you get right. Basically, you stop this and go get help. So they didn't want to be part of the neighbors.
Getting the job done?
Yeah, get the job done. I'm going to start
Every time I come out here to record him working, he's not actually working. It's like an ongoing, not so funny joke. Anyway, let's let these babies out. They're excited. You ready? She's like, let me out. I got this cute little picture frame for their little house. Look at it. So sweet. It says, he maketh me to lie down in green pastures. That's a Psalms. So sweet. Anyway, that's inside the girlies' house. Let's go. Want to? You're free, girls. Let's go. Go on. Yep. Go on. You too. Go on, Ivy. Hi, baby. Meadow's like, why isn't everyone coming? Don't be mean, Maggie. Come on. Let's get out. That's the opposite of out. Move your booty. Go. Come on. Let's get free. There he goes. Come on. Come on. Yeah, so. This was my second attempt to finish my lunch. I actually did end up finishing my lunch. I know, spoiler alert, I did finish my lunch this day, but it never fails. I miss at least one meal a day. So at this point, I haven't even finished lunch yet, but hopefully I'm draining this for the third and final time. I have to admit, this washing machine situation is really kicking my booty. We are in a predicament right now because we don't really have the funds, so we're trying to decide if we want to attempt to fix it ourselves or to buy a new used one off of the marketplace. We don't really want to do either one, but we're going to have to do something because doing one load of wash takes me 3 hours, and that's not over exaggerating. You have no idea how happy this makes me that I caught this on camera. Malachi is our blind rescue, and this is how I pick him up and what he does with just me. Anyone else that picks him up, he doesn't do this. It's his special thing with his mama where I pick him up and he reaches out both paws as far as he can stretch them and touches my face. Every single time, 100% of the time when I pick him up, he does this. It is the absolute sweetest thing. I cannot get enough of it. It's so precious. Oh, I just love him. Okay, so now that the kids have eaten, I'm going to go ahead and make a sandwich for tea and head over to the garden and see the progress if he's made any and give him lunch. Also, I need to note that my entire family is not vegan. T does eat more vegetables now and fruits than he ever has, but he still incorporates some meat in his diet, so that's why I'm going to be making him a ham sandwich. I am a vegan, but he is not. Not fully. He's not fully committed yet.
Well, I already have one of those. Hi! I already have what you have in your the hand.
Okay.
I'm good on a drink. I still got it.
So I don't get a thank you. I get a
Yes, I'm sorry.
nitpick.
Yeah, thank you.
We have a very snarky relationship, so that's all that was. We didn't mean anything by it. I just wanted to include it because we were just being sassy. Okay. I know that I've mentioned this before in a previous video, but if you haven't seen my previous videos, if you are new here, we had a flood. It took out our entire garden, and so we are rebuilding a new garden, and this time with raised beds, in hopes that if we get another flood, we can salvage our garden and they'll withstand the flood waters. And to do that, we're using upcycled, used free pallets that we got off the marketplace to build our raised beds. Finally getting to finish my lunch now that everyone has eaten. Oh, that's precious. I wonder if you caught that on film. Anyway, I'm gonna try to finish this now that my salad is all soggy. I really didn't realize until now, editing back this footage of the entire day, how much Malachi hangs out with us during the day. He just always wants to be with us. He is so precious. Oh my gosh, that cat. One of these days I need to tell you the story about him and how he came into our lives, how he found us, where I was at, where my headspace was at when he found us. He is my heart. Oh my goodness, that cat means so much to me. But I say that about pretty much all of my animals. So they're all so special and dear to me in their own little sweet little ways. But Malachi has a special little place in my heart. Love that little fella. But again, I didn't realize just how much time he spends with us in the day. He's like throughout this entire video, and I just didn't realize how much time we hung out together. He loves being outside, so as long as we're outside, he wants to be in the thick of whatever it is we've got going on. He wants to be right there. He thinks he's helping. That little cat, man, I can't even express to you how much he means to us. It was so windy that day that a lot of my clothes that were hanging on the line or the dog fence blew either on the outer side or on the inside of the dog fence. So I had to use grabby hands, is what we call it, grabby hands, to pull the clothing out from the dog yard. I also wanted to mention that I hang my clothes whether my washing machine is working properly or not. We bought a all-in-one, so it allegedly washes and dries clothes. It doesn't actually dry clothes. It just gets them, it keeps them a little bit damp, but it like does a really good spin cycle. But I don't use that. I only use the washing portion, and I have always hung my clothes to dry. So I'm not hanging them because the washing machine isn't working. I'm hanging them because that's what I always do. Having this 3-in-1 is a huge upgrade, because if you've been following me from the beginning, you know that I used to have to hand wash all of our clothes, and that was painstaking. Then we upgraded to a manual washer where I would put like 3 items of clothing in at once in this little bucket, and it had something with a handle that I had to plunge down. So I upgraded to that, and then now I have this 3-in-1, which is such a lifesaver. But I think we're going to go ahead and get a real washing machine. Since I never use the drying side, we're going to just get a nice working washing machine, I think is what we finally decided. Anyway, now we're breaking away and checking the bees because it was a sunny day. It's not technically spring yet, but we needed to get in there, see how they were doing. All the ladies were active, trying to forage for flowers and pollen and food and yummy stuff. So we decided to get in the hives today. And again, since you're hanging out with us today, we took you along with us. Not wearing full bee gear is something new that we're trying this year. We're trying to get these girls comfortable with us, and that's why you see T without anything on his arms, no complete white suit. I wasn't wearing anything. I didn't get terribly close. I wasn't handling the bees, but used to, I would get all suited up if I came anywhere near the hives. But the girls are getting familiar with us. We handle them very gently. And yeah, like I said, we're just trying to see if we like it.
So right here they have some nectar and some pollen legs, but they're
I didn't on purpose cut him off. As you know, if you've hung out with me for a while, it seems like something always goes wrong. My camera dies, my memory card gets full. It's always something with one of my videos. Watch all my videos. There's always something that ends up happening. So I didn't cut him off, my camera did. I was super sad because you weren't picking it up on camera, but all the sweetie little bees were flying around me. But now looking back at that footage, you couldn't even see it. It didn't even come up on film. But that's why I was doing a selfie video, because they were all swarming around me. And I just thought it was the neatest thing. I just love those girls. If you're gentle with them, they will be gentle with you.
I just got stung on my last hive, not very often. That was, I just opened up the frame, popped it up, and they just got irritated. Tried a little bit, and but the stinger did get stuck on my shirt, so they did were not able to get out or survive it. So, this is my first season doing gloveless. I prefer it now. I like it. I can feel the beat.
It's enough, Tessie.
So this is our seed preservation process. So we grow our fruits and vegetables. Then when we use them for cooking or eating, I save the seeds. I dry them out first, and I will here in a minute show you how I dry them out. I use a pizza box. Hey, you use what you can. Maybe I'll upgrade at some point. Here it is, the pizza box. So I use this pizza box with a paper towel, and that's how I dry my seeds. And once they're dry, I put them in these reusable envelopes, and I use an erasable pen. That way I can erase them and then put the new date with the new seeds that I have in there. But I bought a ton, but I do like to reuse them as much as I possibly can. So when I start drying them, I will write what they are and the date that I started drying them. And then that's how I know what to write on these seed packets. So I'm just copying the information there when they're ready to go in the packets, and then I'll transfer them into these little envelopes, and then the envelopes will go in that sweet vintage metal picnic tin that you've seen with the sweet little flowers on them. And that's where we store them until we're ready to try to germinate them. And then we decide what we're going to be planting. We'll take the seeds out. One vegetable, like let's just say bell pepper, they'll give you like 50 plus seeds from one pepper. God is just so amazing on helping us provide for ourselves. What you doing?
We're prepping the soil, pre-watering the soil. It's a seed starter soil. And the key thing is to get it moist before you load it into these shells, because it's kind of dry. And if you try to water it, don't pre-water it, and then you go try to add water to it, it kind of foams up. The water won't penetrate the soil as well as like this, pre-mixing it. So yeah.
Got it all mapped out. We're ready to plant.
Yeah.
What's hot? The jalapeno?
Yeah. It's a
well, that says J pepper, so that's
jalapeno pepper.
So what's a hot pepper?
Is a hot mix.
Oh, okay.
That's all know we're gonna get.
Oh, okay.
Cayenne sea pepper. That's a Dalton. I don't know. I think that's a habanero, but probably not. I don't know. We'll find out what that is. The free seed. So that's what that is. The datil or something.
And so all of this is Roma, and then that's the start of the steak?
Yep.
Okay, just so I can understand your way of thinking. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Roma all the way here, and steak all
So
the way.
you did it differently here. So orange should be here because then it's from here to here, right? That way it's all the same.
I did this.
Yeah, that way yellows are all right there, reds. Okay. All right, and then I
So you're gonna watch
am starting these purples right here. We'll see if they germinate. We don't think so because they're store-bought, but they're not heirloom. So I'm just gonna try and see. Just like these apples. These were store-bought apples that I ate, and then I saved the seeds, got them to germinate months and months and months later.
But what did we find about apple seeds tonight? Don't eat them.
Oh yeah, you can't chew on the seeds because if you crush the seeds, it's got arsenic or something in it.
Yeah.
I sent that to you because you like to eat the entire apple. Core and all.
What are you talking about?
You.
I do that?
Yes.
That's my problem then.
There is nothing more rewarding than growing your own fruits and vegetables from your own seeds, by your own hands, your own labor. Like it truly is fruits of your labor. It is so true, and it is so rewarding, and honestly, it just tastes better too. I thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. It was a long, exhausting, but successful, eventful day. I got a lot done. Some things on my checklist did not get done, but we got a lot done today, and I'm so thankful that you guys were a part of it. If you stayed this long, then put a little bee emoji in the comment section below. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, also leave those in the comment section below. I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you liked hanging out with me, please do like the video. It helps my channel out a whole lot. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. It's free to you, and I would love to have you along for the journey and be a part of the family. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. It's been a long day. I'm going to try to get some rest. Always remember, be blessed and be a blessing. Bye.